Hey, what's going on, tribe? Thank you so much for tuning in. Look at that. I want to fix that. I should have had that fixed before I turned on this video. But look, XTY, y'all. XTY is our talk show. Okay, so we've been on radio for about a very long time. I could say about maybe 8, maybe 10 years, 15. Shit, it may be 15. Just know it's been a very, very long time. Okay, and so I'm rocking a t-shirt today because we are going back on air starting April the 6th at 3 p.m. So I'm gonna need y'all guys to tune in April the 6th at 3 p.m. on Power 410. Now, I'll talk a little bit about that later. But right now, what I want to focus on is our new book. And the book is written by myself and Jason B. Taylor. And so the book is called Navigating the Heart, right? So I know you can see Navigating the Heart, and I'm kind of blocking out part of the heart part. But however, um, this book is really about understanding and overcoming emotional conflict. Okay, this is something that we all need, all right? Because we all deal with emotional conflict, okay? And what I wanted to do with today's reading was just to pretty much, pull and see what comes out for your energy when it comes to emotional conflict and how you may or can overcome it. Hopefully we can get some good information out like right now in this reading because I'm only going to dedicate about 10 minutes. But however, if you do want to get your own personal reading, definitely reach out to me via my website. Also, the book is available on Amazon. You can also connect with me and I can get it out to you too as well if you don't want to go through Amazon. Now, so I feel like I'm just going to pull tarot just to get started. But let me set my intentions. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, my true guides, for showing up and helping me with this reading. Don't forget, flip your roles, take what you need, leave what you don't need, use discernment. If you trigger, face your mirror, not my comment section, okay? This is the purpose of why I wanted to put my energy into this book, Navigating the Heart, right? Because so many folk be so triggered, including myself sometimes, okay? I am not exempt. But we need to learn how to face these triggers so that we can heal from them and move on, right? So some things don't deserve our time or our energy. Okay, and we be putting a lot of energy, exhausting ourselves into things that don't deserve it. Now, it was something else I wanted to tell y'all, but it'll come back to you. Give me a message here for the emotional conflict. What is the message that you want me to relay to the collective? Don't forget, these are collective readings. Get your personal reading if you want something to be specifically for you. 5 of Cups. So, of course, whatever you're focusing on has something to do with the past. Okay, it's like you're still focusing on some spilled cups. You know how they say you can't cry over spilled milk? It's like, and I get it, some things can be very traumatic and it's very hard for you to be able to move past it. And in able to move past these things, it's like you have to move into a state of acceptance in order to be able to do that, right? You just can't just, it's a process. I get it. But however, you got 2 perfectly good cups that are standing in front of you. And these perfectly good cups, right? You got 2 more blessings. More than that, right? Because I'm saying these cups is overflowing. But you can't get to the blessing because you can't release the past. Okay? It can be very complex. It can feel very complicated because it's hard to get over these things when it's traumatic. I get it. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. I'm not exempt, like I said, from trauma, emotional pain, things like that. But when I get the 8 of Pentacles in reverse, this is just about, not putting in the effort to really heal those things. You can't skip over it. It's no shortcuts. You really have to face your mirror to figure these things out. You want to be able to have healthy relationships. You want to be able to see some type of growth in your life. You want to be able to see change. But you can't get that unless you change you. Okay? It's always an inside job. You can literally pray about God changing somebody else. But that's not going to happen first. What's going to happen is that God or the universe is going to work on you first, from the inside out. So now it's time for you to just really put the energy and the effort into you, honing in on your healing, your skills, your talents, your gifts, whatever that may be. Do what makes you feel more self-empowered. But the one thing I can truly advise you about is to leave those empty cups behind, because they're not serving you in your now, as you can see. Okay, so anything else in regards to this message? Let me see if I can. 10 of Wands. It's too much of a burden. It's like you're carrying a weight from the past that you don't have to carry no more. Like, the divine is saying, look, lay that burden down. You don't have to carry that burden no more. Only thing you need to do from it is free yourself from that burden, so that you can heal and so that you can be all that you want to be, aspire to be, so that you can accomplish the goals that you have, so that you can operate in your true self, so that you can really truly be happy. And when you got things that are robbing you of your now from the past, like, that's an issue. Okay, sometimes we can't see it because we're caught up in the midst of it, and a lot of times we dealing with mental health issues, and I get that, because yeah, sometimes, hey, I ain't gonna lie, my son went through a period of his life where he got extremely sick. He was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis at the age of 21. He had a brain tumor at the age of 3, y'all. I mean, I'm going back, okay, and I'm winding it up. 21. And once he got to that point, boom, MS pops out, and then he had reoccurring tumors. In that same time period of probably a matter of 6 months, he had 4 tumors removed from this part, and he had 2 other tumors removed from his parathyroid gland. Okay, thank God they were not cancerous. One of them, they looked at it, I think they said it was like atypical, but it wasn't cancerous. They were just going to keep watching it. They removed it. And it's something that will supposedly happen for the lifetime, right? For his lifetime. And like I said, in the process, his eye had went into paralysis, and that's how we knew that he had MS, because we had to rush him to the emergency room. But otherwise, like, all of that took the life out of me. Literally, I developed anxiety, which I probably already had. It just exasperated it. Um, I had depression, and I had to take meds. I had to do things because all of my natural remedies that I was using was no longer working, y'all. Like, I'm telling you, I would exercise, get out into nature, get into the parks, meditate. I mean, do all of these things. But I couldn't do it anymore because I'm in the hospitals with my son. I'm trying to maintain my position at work, because I'm a professor. I'm trying to still maintain my life. I could not put no time into my self-care, and it really took a toll on me. So that's what I'm telling y'all. I understand. Okay, I've been there. I've had the challenges. I've been through a divorce. I've been through a very toxic relationship, or ships. You understand? So that's why I get up here now today, and I try to talk to you guys about how to overcome this stuff. And I use the form of tarot and oracle cards just to connect to you guys. But however, I put in the work. I've been doing the work. I still am putting in the work, because I do get triggered by some things still, and I'm still trying to understand, my emotions just as much as you guys. But I'm putting in the research, and I'm doing the work to really try to overcome a lot of these obstacles that are in my life, and I encourage you to do it too as well, because I'm learning that obstacles is merely illusions, honey. Okay, they just illusions. Like, it's nothing that we can't overcome, because that's how powerful we are. Change your life. That's the next card. So you're going to get a sudden revelation that's going to offer you the freedom. That's going to help you to break free from whatever the procrastination is that's keeping you bound to your past, to loss, to hardships, to emotional conflict. Okay? Now it says, embrace the opportunity that's going to bring that change, because it's coming. Okay, now anything else, my spirit team? I want to go a little bit further, but my time is going to run out, and I do want to go to the gym. But again, embrace the change. Okay, this is a time for you to change your life. You've been praying and you've been asking for some things, but what have you done in return? That's the question. That's what the universe is asking. What have you done in return? to help bring this change about. Be the change.